Okay, so you have an unpaid test for an unpaid job. Well, fucking sign me up. That sounds great.
I'm gonna go fucking ballistic.
How are we doing, everyone? We are back with another episode of Game Studios with Red Flags. And for anyone that's new here, the goal is to prevent people from being taken advantage of, because that's what I'm just so sick of seeing. There are so many bad companies and bad people out there. It is just nuts. Today's episode, we have Runic Dice's Entertainment. Now, I've actually covered these guys before in a previous video, but the job post and what we're going to see is so bad that they deserve their own dedicated episode. So anyways, their motto is startup that would love to share our gaming vision. Follow us and wishlist Nano Kings on Steam. Okay, 2 to 10 employees, 18 associated members, and they're based in Odense, which I believe is Denmark, and founded in 2022 as well. All right, so the job post that is absolutely hilarious is they want an internship, pixel artist, game development, right? And this was posted 1 week ago and promoted by the hirer, which means he spent that money to, put this job out there, right? So they are looking for a full-time / part-time salary, unpaid internship. Boy, we love those, don't we? This is what makes our game industry so good, isn't it? These guys should be fucking ashamed of themselves. It is so wrong doing this kind of crap. It's just so bad. There's morality and then there's legality too. I'm not a lawyer, by the way, but in my honest opinion, I think this is probably illegal. But anyway, so about us, let's read this. Runic Dice Entertainment unites players through games rich in narrative, inspired by the bold aesthetics of Nordic legends and infused with medieval steampunk and scrap punk elements. The project description, which is set in a post-apocalyptic world, 300,000 years after humanity's extinction, blah, blah, blah. We'll get to that later, right? So, job summary. So, as a pixel artist / production artist intern, you'll help define the visual identity of Nano Kings. You'll create intricate pixel art, immersive animations, and intuitive UI / UX designs that bring this unique world to life, collaborating closely with the art and design teams. They already have multiple teams for this. So the responsibilities, you'll be doing pixel art, and you'll design and animate characters, items, and environments. You'll also be doing UI and UX design, animation, asset management, and collaboration, right? And they have a Discord server, and we're going to be joining that later too. So let's read the requirements, which is proven experience in 2D pixel art creation, including assets and animations, basically a portfolio. Knowledge in UI UX, basically portfolio. Proficiency in Aspirite, I think that's a tool used for drawing 2D pixel art. And they use Unity for their workflow, which is interesting. And then requirements. You want to thrive in a dynamic startup style environment where independence is key. Well, funny enough, I've actually had a few ex-employees reach out to me about this company, have told me all about the owner. His name is Leo Olofsson or something like that. This guy apparently is so manipulative, and he is one of the most micromanaging people that there is. So what you can expect, a well-documented GDD and clear milestone planning. Apparently that's not true, by the way. Apparently it's all over the place. The majority of your time is just spent in meetings and just not knowing. Everyone's a headless chicken there, apparently. Ongoing support from art and production leads, access to existing assets and references, a collaborative international team. So these guys are worldwide. You'll get credit in Nano Kings and the ability to showcase approved work in your portfolio. And this is such a big red flag. The ability to showcase approved work in your portfolio. So that doesn't mean everything that you do, right? It's whatever they approve for you, which they don't have to approve anything. And this is the problem. Like, you're working unpaid. You should retain the rights to what you work on. If you're not getting compensated, at the very least, you should be getting that. But it looks like they still, you can tell this reeks of manipulation because it's been described as something that looks like it's a perk and a benefit, but in reality, it's been worded in such a way where it's misleading. That's just what it comes down to. And you'll get real experience in a structured remote production pipeline. Yeah, so real that you don't even get compensation. So interview process, and this is fucking hilarious, right? So step 1, you got your application review. We review your resume, portfolio, and experiences to see how they align with the role. pretty standard stuff. Step 2, the skills assessment. And it's a task. You'll complete a short trial task, that allows you to showcase your skills in a real-world context. Instructions and resources will be provided, with 5 days allowed for completion. So, in short, you have to do an unpaid test for an unpaid job. I've seen plenty of jobs that put the unpaid test out, but at least at the end of the day, surely one of those people is going to get hired and they'll get paid, for the work, right? But with this, it's double unpaid. I just can't believe how there's people and that's the sad part. There are so many people who would be willing to do this, where you work unpaid for a shot at becoming unpaid. It just fucking boggles my mind. It's just absolutely stupid. There's a real problem going on. Yes, this company, what these guys are doing, it's evil. It's pure evil. But it's also, there's a big problem with how naive people are. And hopefully one day we can fix it. I know we're making small strides with every video, but I'm hoping we can reach the point where pretty much everyone knows that this type of stuff is, not good to do. But we'll see. Step 3. So you get 5 days for that, by the way. So short task, but you get 5 days to complete it. So what are we looking like? A day's worth of work, 8 hours? Who knows? Maybe I wish I asked. I've spoken to some ex-employees. I really need to ask them that question. Step 3. Task review and feedback. So our team will evaluate your submission, assessing technical skills, creativity, and fit with our project style. Feedback or clarification requests may follow. So you're telling me, not only do you have to do this unpaid test, that they could come back with clarification requests. I think what this is trying to say is this is like a revision request. So you imagine this, right? You spend 8 hours working on this short test, right? And then you submit it and they come back saying, oh, this looks cool, but could you change this, and this? And you might have to spend another 2 hours or even more fixing that up. So now your unpaid test has been brought from 8 hours to 10 hours. I think that's what it means. I'm not 100%. See, that's what I mean. The wording is so misleading and manipulative. You can't really put your finger down 100% on what that means. But then again, why would you include it in the job post? It's there for a reason. Anyway, so step 4. So there's more. It keeps going and going. Interview and task presentation. So in addition, right, to discussing your background, skills, and creative approach, you have to present the work you completed for the assessment task. So I guess it's okay to have interviews, but you're not only do you have to do this unpaid task, you have to present said unpaid task. We'll use this to discuss your process and how your approach aligns with Nano King's project goals. I just can't fucking believe this is just, oh man, this is just absolutely crazy. How am I the only person on the internet that's talking about this? This stuff should get absolutely eviscerated. This is just absolutely crazy how this stuff it's because it's under the radar. This type of shit is under the radar. We need more people to talk about this type of thing. And I really wish that would happen. Anyway, and then step 5, the offer and onboarding. Successful candidates will receive an offer, begin onboarding, which I'm sure would be fun, and join regular meetings with project leads in your discipline for continued guidance. And that's one thing I want to talk about. So when I was talking to these ex-staff members, all they said you were doing, you had to work, but a lot of the time you'd be stuck in these meetings. And it's just constant meeting, where, again, everyone's running around like as a headless chicken and there's no proper organization. And it's super frustrating because imagine you working unpaid and you don't even get a chance to work on the actual project itself and you're just stuck in meetings. That's not good, for people that are working unpaid. That's not good for interns to be stuck in meetings all the time. Look, if you're getting paid for it, that's one thing. I'll be in every single interview and meeting. I don't care. If you're getting paid, so what? You know, you're getting that mullah. But to not get paid and be stuck in that is just absolutely, it's dog shit. And then why join us? Be part of a creative indie team, bringing a bold world to life. Ego. You're working pixel art animation, we know that. You'll strengthen your portfolio, but hold on, it's only if you approve that. Only if you approve the work, then it can strengthen your portfolio. Well, that's the guess. You're going to have to sign an NDA or some shit. Gain real production insight, yeah, I'm sure, and collaborate within a focused, passionate environment. My brain is just melting. Anyway, let's show off what they're working on. So this is the trailer on Steam. I'm not going to have sound just in case it's copyright stuff, so you guys have to deal with it. I bet this isn't even the gameplay. Skip me to this. Here we go. So yeah, it's a roguelike RPG bullet hell game, and you guys will see kind of the vibe of what it gives off. So yeah, you basically got to, you know, kill the creatures, get points, blah, blah, blah. You know, fair enough. Anyway, so let's look at the team. So it looks like, you know, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. My face cam might be covering this a bit, so I'm going to scroll up. So it looks like you got 6 people here, but then you had 18 associated members. And that's what I mean with these teams. They don't show everyone. So, okay, let's say you work for this company for a couple of weeks, even to a couple of months. You work on it and you quit. You're gone. Like, they just take you off the team page. So it's like you were never a part of it. Actually, that makes sense. 18 people. So there's 6 currently. So 12 people have worked on this. At least 12. I'm sure there's probably been more. At least 12 other people have worked on this. And they don't even have themselves in the team website. I just don't believe it. So anyway, this is the CEO, Leo Olofsson. He got a bachelor's in innovation and entrepreneurship. Right. Game producer education, former founder of 2 startups and business developer. He's already worked, so I assume this is one of the startups. So he's already worked on another startup, right? And this is just absolutely crazy. So what I want to bring up is, this is Denmark, right? So I know this is something that a lot of people aren't going to want to do because they're a bit worried what could happen. But if you were a part of this studio and if you're listening, you can actually submit a claim for unpaid wages. Because I think what's going on here, again, I'm not a lawyer, I think what's going on here is that they're breaking the law. And I think there's the possibility that if you can prove that you worked here, you may be able to get back paid for all the hours you spent to at least of a minimum wage. And you know, that could be a couple thousand, could be even 5 figures. I don't know how long you've worked here, but this is something that you should think about considering. Because at the end of the day, it's you. You know, you got taken advantage of, you got exploited. There's got to be something that we can do. What's good about this video is it shames them and exposes what's going on to the public. But there should be some way to win legally. And this, I think, is the only way you can make it happen without, you know, hiring a bunch of lawyers and spending a bunch of money. Anyway, they have the Kickstarter. I'm not sure why this doesn't load, but pretty much here, yeah, here we go. It does work now. Launching soon. So they plan to launch on a Kickstarter, but this has been going on for years. This has been going on for nearly, 3 years, I think someone told me. Why is it not, you know, launched yet? Why isn't it launched yet? It doesn't make any sense. Like, wouldn't you think it would be smart to, you know, build as much money as you can now? Like, again, these companies are trying to grow by posting jobs on LinkedIn. That's their way of building an audience. It's not a good way to build your audience. It doesn't make sense why you wouldn't do this. Anyway, they also have a YouTube channel, and I'm showing this pretty much not to watch the videos, but to show that they don't have a social media presence. 36 subscribers. They're obviously like, and this has been going for a while, 242 videos. Actually, that's really strange. 242 videos, but I'm only seeing 2 videos in the thing, so they've deleted the other 240. So why would you work unpaid for a place that, you know, guys, pretty much no chance that this is going to be a success. Like 99.9999% chance that this is going to fail and flop. It is what it is. It is. If I had to start my own game, you know, without this YouTube channel and my own studio, Mine will probably fail too. This is very important. You need to have a strong social media presence. Their strategy is just all wrong. Honestly, I don't even think they have a strategy. It's just promoting on LinkedIn jobs. Not a good strategy. And then, funny enough, so this was also shared by one of the ex-employees, and it's been translated to English. So some of the stuff doesn't translate 100%, but he spoke about if you work there long enough, they're open to giving you some sort of profit sharing, right? Only if you're there for long enough. But what's hilarious is the company has been suspended. So it's not even a company, it's a business. So he's gone for 2 businesses, right? And they both have been suspended. But the business type is listed as a single man business. So a sole trader, like, to be exact. Now, how do you give a percent of a sole trader business? If the business is you, how do you give a percent of yourself away? See how it doesn't make any sense? I don't know. This is it's just ridiculous. Look, in the video description, I'll provide like all the links that I've used so you guys can check it out for yourself. But I just thought that was really, really funny. So, and last, we're going to join the Discord and see what's going on. My guess, dead server. All right, hello and welcome to the official server for Nano Kings. This is the best place to chat with other players about Nano Kings, get information about the game and hear new updates. Please take a look at our rules before chatting here. We also have a no access section for those frequently asked questions. Okay, so, okay. Oh my God, people can't even get their Discord servers right. Introduce yourself. Don't have permission to send this message. This isn't an introduce yourself channel. If you can't, send messages in this channel. Total members, 284. Okay. General chat. When was the last chat? 2 of the 7. Wow. The last general chat was the 2nd of July this year. 4 to 5 months ago, I think. If that doesn't scream a dead Discord server, I don't know what does. The game. Okay. Boss fights, unique runs, deep progression system. Who cares, man? Fucking hell. Show us like actual video of this. Polls, don't care. Here, videos and medias, nothing, of course. Live now. Okay, I guess they went live fucking early last year. Questions? Okay. I'm sure we can ask a question in there later. Art corner, nothing. Video games and gamer equipment, nothing. Pets and hobbies, yep, whatever. Memes, whatever. Other, another memes chat. Advertising. You may post commission offers here, but your post must include that. Okay, and only one person has done it. Fair enough. Feedback and suggestions. Okay, last one was 30 days ago. Or is that over 30 days ago? Yeah, okay, yeah, nothing's happening in this Discord, man. This is one sad place. Do not work for this place. This is one sad place. I don't know what to do, guys. Like, the only thing I can do is ask a question. Hello. It's a pleasure to meet y'all. Just a quick question. When do you plan to start paying the people working here? Hey, simple question, right? The answer's never, because, why? Why? Like, that's what I mean. Why would he ever pay anyone ever? He's already got it to the point where people can work unpaid, and he's taking advantage of that. Even if this thing starts making money, why would he ever feel the need to start paying anyone? It's got to his head. So it's been about a day, and I have an update for you guys. I got kicked from the server. I mean, what can we expect at this point, right? But funny enough, right before I got kicked, he sent me a DM, and he's like, hey, how can I help you? Right after that point, he kicked me. I tried to reply, and then I sent the message, but it didn't actually send, because Discord's like, you don't share a server in common with this person. So I sent the friend request last night, and he still hasn't accepted it. So Leo, if you're listening, please accept my friend invite, and let's chat. Thank you. Anyway, and that's it. So Runic Dice's Entertainment, you have been added to the list of studios with red flags. And if you want to hear more about how this works, there's going to be a link in the description. So I've added your entry here. It's got a link to the boss's LinkedIn, website, the job post, and all the red flags that I've seen. Now, by the time you see this, there's probably going to be edits to this document, because after this video is edited, I'm probably going to go through the video and type up a few more things. But yeah, don't work for these guys, people. Like, again, it's just red flag central. So in that case, catch you guys later and see you in the next video. Bye bye. Got something to expose? Call the Spillato Bros.